And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 here at Waterbury Municipal Stadium of Pool A in the 2019 Mickey Mantle World Series. Jack Petrucci live on the Boxcaster app here at one of three venues at the Mickey Mantle World Series, Municipal Stadium here in Waterbury, Connecticut, where Dbacks Elite out of Michigan taking on the Midland Tomahawks out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Two Midwest teams going at it here in the World Series. And for this Midland team, they have been here before as their fourth straight appearance here at the Mickey Mantle World Series. The kids from Cincinnati, Ohio have made it a consistent theme coming here to the Mickey Mantle World Series. And it's Mason Gillen, who the left-hander will be on the mound for Midland. As Tomahawks, the home team in this one, Dbacks Elite, the visitors. And for those of you who were not tuned into our first game here at Municipal Stadium, Dbacks Elite took down South Colony in the first game of Pool A, and this is Game 2 of Pool A, as the first round of pool play will continue on throughout the night, as Dbacks Elite did get a win, so they won 6-5, go to 1-0 in pool play. And of course, when we talk about the pools, we're meaning the three pools of four teams at the Mickey Mantle World Series. So there's 12 teams total here that will be competing for the championship. Every team will play everybody in their pool one time, so 3 first-round games for each team, and the top 2 teams from each pool will go to the double elimination tournament, where 6 teams will be left, and we will play double elimination tournament-style play until we are crowned a 2019 Mickey Mantle World Series champion. Alstone Mealy to lead things off for Dbacks Elite, the team out of Michigan, as that one skips in the dirt. Of course, this Midland Tomahawks team has had some history come through the program. The great Ken Griffey Jr. played on this Midland Tomahawks team, actually right here in Waterbury, Connecticut, when the Mickey Mantle World Series was here back in the 80s. As Alstone Mealy shoots this one out to center field, Adrian Davis ranging over and make the catch for out number 1. And also for this Midland Tomahawks team, we're looking at current players like Scooter Jeanette, who's actually been a very good player on the Cincinnati Reds team, a team fairly local to Midland. Mickey Mantle World Series making its 4th consecutive year here in Waterbury. Of course, this is Municipal Stadium. This game streaming live here, one of 3 sites. The other 2, Fusenich Park up in Torrington, Connecticut, just about a half hour north of Waterbury, and then historic Muzzy Field in Bristol. And that'll round out our 3 sites for now until the possibility of Sunday. The 1-1 pitch from Gillon, that one's in the dirt. That's another ball in the dirt. So he's behind 3-1 now. And we look back at the past champions. In the 2018 Mickey Mantle World Series champion, the Michigan Bulls are back in this tournament again, looking to defend their title. 3-1 pitch. That one's over the heart of the plate for a strike. A 3-2 pitch that skips in the dirt. Christian Okoa draws a 1-out walk.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 25, Ryan Ouellette.
So Ryan Ouellette doing the designated hitting for Dbacks. Dbacks, they're making their first appearance in this Mickey Mantle World Series since it's been in Waterbury. The 0-1. That's going to skip in the dirt. Good stop by Cole Fickey behind the plate. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses up high. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, along with the Boxcast app, you could also follow each game on the Game Changer app. It'll give you play-by-play updates of every game played at every single venue throughout the week here. And that's on the outer part of the plate of the strike, and that's, again, the Game Changer app. You could see a live play-by-play updates throughout the tournament. And, of course, the Boxcaster app live here, where you can see every game streamed live. As these D-backs players, at least the last two, have gone fairly deep into counts on Mason Gillon here early. And that's outside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks by Gillon, and that'll put runners on first and second.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 28, Adam Marovic.
So Adam Marovic in a pretty good situation here. 2 runners on, 1 out, and a little meeting at the mound. Trying to calm down and try to stop the bleeding by Mason Gillon. First pitch to Marovic is outside. And that's going to cross the plate for a strike. One pitch. That's going to miss in the dirt. And he saws that one fall out of play. Two-two pitch, and an off-speed pitch that he drives into left field, coming in and making the catch in left field is Parker Nell for the second out of the inning. Mateo Balderas trying to keep the inning alive as Gilman has walked the 2 men on in Christian Okoa and Ryan Ouellette. Mateo Balderas coming into the plate. He slaps that one opposite field. It's going to get through for a base hit. Okoa is going to stop at third base. And now the D-backs with the bases loaded and 2 down. So Owen Burke, the 6th batter of this inning thus far and still trying to push across the first round of the ball game. As that one misses outside. The 1-0 pitch, that's in the dirt. And Cole Finke, he has been busy behind this plate so far. A lot of balls in the dirt that he has stopped in, especially with the bases loaded in. A pretty lengthy backstop behind home plate here. He has done a very good job. 2-0 pitch, and another block. And now Mason Gillon is in danger of walking in the first run of the ball game. It's behind in the count 3-0 on Burke. Three-0 pitch. And ball four, he walked him. So a 4-pitch walk, and that's going to walk in the first run of the ball game. And Dbacks Elite, the kids from Michigan, on the board first. Now head coach Tom Lang is going to head out to have a word with Gillon. And Eric Gonzalez is coming to the plate, the 7th batter of this inning. There's only been 1 hit allowed, but regardless, a couple walks, they've loaded the bases, and they have got on the board first here in game 2. That one's upstairs. And that misses outside. Two-0 the count on Eric Gonzalez. And that misses low, now 3-0. So now in danger of walking in another run. Mason Gillon trying to settle in the 3-0 pitch. That misses low, ball 4, and another run's coming in. The 4th walk of this inning, and Dbacks Elite takes a 2-0 lead. So Zach Abbey, who is the first baseman today, steps in, and there's a strike over the plate. The 8th batter of the inning. And this top of the first has sure gone the D-backs' way. And that one's right back up the middle. That's going to drop down and get in for a base hit. 1 run's going to come around to score. Here comes another one. And Dbacks Elite has broken this top of the first inning wide open, as they now have a 4th spot on the board. Zach Abbey with timely hitting and just getting enough of that one to punch it right up the middle. As Mateo Balderas and Owen Burke came around to score, Eric Gonzalez goes to second base. Now Benny Diaz stepping in. The 0-1 pitch, as that one's in there for a strike, now 0-2. And The top of the order, and Alstone Mealy on deck. Gillens ahead of Diaz, now 0-2. And he follows that one back, will do it again. The 0-2 again. That misses low. Mason Gill in the 0-2, fouled back once again. Gonzalez on second, Zach Abbey on first after a huge 2-out single. The 0-2, that one's grounded back up the middle, fielded at second base by Patrick Fultz, and that will retire the side, but not before Dbacks Elite plates 9 batters around and bring home 4 runs, heading to the bottom of the 4th. The kids from Michigan up 4-1. Nathan Renazuski has quite the cushion under him after his team was able to score 4 runs in the top of the 1st inning. And he comes in with a rather large, comforting lead. Slade Duthette to lead things off for Midland, trying to catch up and cut into this lead. That one's in there for a strike. The 0-1. That misses outside. Patrick Fultz, the second baseman, waits it on deck. But this is a very experienced Midland Tomahawks program who has been here multiple times here at the Mickey Mantle World Series. Slaps that one foul. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are all over social media. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Mickey Mantle World Series, with highlights, live updates coming your way throughout the week here in Waterbury. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, then this is up high. Two offering. And he fouls that one out of play. We'll do it again. The 2-2 pitch. And ground over to the right side. Nice play over there by Zach Abbey, who gets over himself for the first out of the inning. Zach Abbey, who had the big hit in that top half of the first, drove in 2 runs. And pretty good defensive play over there at first base. And that's lined to the left side, a base hit. So Patrick Fultz on the first pitch he sees lines a base hit. Josh Overbeek in the 3-hole now. He's playing shortstop for this Midland Tomahawks team. So that one's outside. Another check over to first base. The 1-0 cut on and missed. Another check, keeping a close eye on Patrick Fultz over there at first base. The 1-1. Cut on and missed, strike 2. Ranazuski's ahead in the count now, 1-2. One-two pitch. Foul back, we'll do it again. Dbacks with a big top of the first inning. They score 4 runs as 9 batters came to the plate and currently have a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. That one's low in the dirt. 2 teams from the Midwest meeting here in the Mickey Mantle World Series. The Midland Tomahawks out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and this Dbacks elite team out of Michigan. Both in Pool 1, trying to get off on the right foot here. As Dbacks took down South Coneo, the Raiders, in Game 1 of Pool 1. Of course, how this pool play works, getting that first win is very key, as you only have 3 games. More than likely have to go 2-1 to advance to the double elimination stage. Foul back, we'll do it again. Cruz Newman waiting in on deck for this Tomahawk team. Three-two pitch. As that one sawed off to right field, giving chase is Diaz out there, and he makes the leaping catch. Couple steps in front of the warning track for out number 2. So Cruz Newman now stepping in for Midland with 2 outs here. And a big cutout and miss there. The 0-1. Followed back down 0-2. Nate Raniszewski trying to make quick work of these Tomahawks in the bottom half of the first inning. That's ahead in the count on Newman 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. The 1-2 pitch. That one's high. That'll even the count 2-2. Two-two pitch. That one runs inside for ball 3. So Patrick Fultz is going to get a head start at first base. 3-2, 2 outs. Three-two pitch. Cut on and miss strike 3. So Raniszewski gets Newman swinging and leaves 1 man on base. We're through 1 inning of play. Dbacks still up 4-0. Alstone Mealy, the top of this D-backs order, due up as they were able to get 9, go through their whole lineup in the top of the first inning, bringing home 4 runs. And Mealy, who actually led off the top of the first with a fly out to center field, and then that's when the floodgates opened as a couple walks, a couple hits, and they scored 4 runs. That one's up high. 1-1 pitch. A dribbler down the third baseline that'll get foul. One-two pitch. That's going to be ground over to second base. Fielded by Patrick Foltz for the first out of the inning. Christian Okoa, who walked and came around to score his first time up. So Oka looking to strike again here. That catches the outside corner for a strike. It's Mason Gillen trying to get back on track, made quick work of the leadoff hitter Mealy. Now the 0-1 pitch. That skips in the dirt. A 1-1 pitch. That misses inside. Two-one pitch. That runs inside. Three-one offering. That catches the inside corner, strike two. The 3-2 pitch. Cut on a missed, strike three. So Gillen went with the inside fastball and got Okoa swinging. So Ryan Ouellette coming to the plate with two outs, who also walked and came around to score in that top of the first inning. And a cut on a miss there. Gillen's sequence is looking much sharper in this top half of the second inning. Let's throws that one low. The 1-1 pitch, as that one misses high. There's one more game played here at Municipal Stadium. Tonight, the host team Overlook Black Sox in action at 8 o'clock tonight. That will be the final game of the night at all sites. The 3-1 pitch. That catches the outside corner, strike two. Three-two pitch. Cut on a missed, strike three. So Gillen fans back-to-back batters. And 3 up, 3 down for this Tomahawks team, looking to cut into this lead going into the bottom of the second inning. 5, 6, 7 coming up for Midland, looking to try to cut into this 4-0 deficit. The Gunnar Lakins at first base. There's Nate Raniszewski. Only faced 4 batters in the first. The 0-1. That misses outside. So 1-1 pitch. And the breaking ball gets him swinging strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. And fouls that one back. One-two pitch, and that's sawed off. A good play over at third base by Owen Burke for the first out of the inning. Took a hard hop, but Owen Burke on his toes making a nice play over there at third base. So Cole Fickey, who has been doing a phenomenal job defensively behind the plate today. Very good alertness as the battery mate for Mason Gillen as he swings through that first pitch for a strike. Spencer Rodriguez, the designated hitter, waiting in on deck. The 0-1, and that actually got a piece of the umpire. So a ball that that ball did hit Cole Fickey, so that got a piece from him, but took an awkward kind of bounce off him and made contact with the home plate umpire as he is being attended to by the coaching staff here. As Hector Santiago, the home plate umpire, longtime umpire here in the city of Waterbury, did kind of get roughed up on that last pitch. It did hit Cole Fickey, so it bounced off of Fickey and hit him in the shoulder area. And we have a number of committee members and coaches over there attending to him. It looks like he's going to stay in this game. As the umpires are actually making an exit at the moment. So I'm not sure what the current status is, but the umpires have currently just left the playing facilities. And we will keep you updated on why that cause may be. So, ladies and gentlemen, just an update on the umpiring situation. Hector Santiago, who initially started the game as the home plate umpire, who you just saw take that foul ball to the shoulder area, he will stay in the game. However, he will go and be the field umpire, and the umpire who started in the field, James O'Donnell, will go behind the plate. So Hector Santiago and James O'Donnell have switched. Both are staying in the game, but they have switched positions. So for the remainder of the game, James O'Donnell will be the umpire behind open plate, and Hector Santiago will be the field umpire for the remainder of this game, as the umpires are making their way back out, but an umpiring flip of the two, and they will be making their way out momentarily. So the umpires are back out again. For those of you just joining in, Hector Santiago and James O'Donnell have swapped from home plate and field umpires, with the current situation being in the bottom of the second inning after Cole Fickey got hit by a pitch. He's on first base, and Spencer Rodriguez, the designated hitter, is at the plate. And that one's over the heart of the plate for a strike. Adrian Davis, the center fielder, waits in on deck. And a check over at first base. The 0-1. That one runs inside. And this Midland Tomahawks team is no stranger to the Mickey Mantle World Series. Since the World Series landed here in July of 2016, they are the only team that has been here each and every year. From 2016 now up to 2019, the only team that has consistently been here all 4 years is this Midland Tomahawks team. And another check over there at first base on Cole Fickey. It's about the third or fourth time where Randazewski has kept an eye on him there over there at first base. And that one's slap foul. And of course, when Waterbury hosted the Mickey Mantle World Series way back in the 80s, this Midland Tomahawk team was here too, where they had a guy by the name of Ken Griffey Jr. on their team. A guy who went through this Midland Tomahawks team and actually played in the Mickey Mantle World Series when it was hosted here in Waterbury. And of course, a Hall of Fame inductee from a year ago. As that one's fouled back. As Rodriguez chops that one to first, they throw it to second base, but it's out of his reach. As Fickey, he's going to head down to third base. So it initially looked like a tailor-made double play. The Dbacks don't even get an out of it, and Midland will have runners at the corners with now one out. As Zach Abbey fielded that one on the hop, intended to throw it to Christian Okoa over at shortstop, but threw to his right. As now runners at the corners with one out, and Adrian Davis, the eighth hitter in this Midland Tomahawks lineup, coming to the plate. That one's in there. A golden chance here to cut into this 4-0 deficit and try and get a couple runs on the board. The 0-1 pitch as Rodriguez took off at first base, but it's fouled back. And there goes Rodriguez again, but it's fouled back again by Adrian Davis. Well, a jam-packed day tomorrow at Municipal Stadium, with the first game beginning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time and the last one being at 8 o'clock at night Eastern Time. So 5 games all day tomorrow. right here at Municipal Stadium, and every game will be streamed live right here on the Boxcast app. The 0-2 pitch. There goes Rodriguez. Here's the throw down to second base. That's in time. Here comes the runner to the plate. He will score. So even though Rodriguez is out at second base on the steal, Cole Fickey comes in to score. And the Tomahawks are now on the board. That will be the second out of the inning. So now Reniszewski's 1 out away from ending this inning. The 1-2 pitch. That's up high for a ball. Two pitch. And that one sawed off to right field, but that'll get fouled. So Adrian Davis having quite the lengthy at bat here. Two pitch. And foul back will do it again. So Davis not being an easy out whatsoever. Of course, a big theme in this Mickey Mantle World Series is that pitch count. And of course, the rule being at the Mickey Mantle World Series level, 95 pitches is the maximum. But with so many back-to-back games that teams could potentially have, if you throw more than 30 pitches, you are not allowed to pitch in the next day. And of course, a big theme strategically going forward for these teams is how they handle their pitch count. As that one misses outside. And speaking of pitch count, Adrian Davis has had about a 10-pitch at bat here. And that one's fouled back. Three-two pitch, and he works out a walk. So Adrian Davis wins the lengthy battle, and with 2 outs, the Tomahawks have a base runner. So Parker Neal, the 9-hitter, now stepping in. A check over there on Davis. As Reniszewski checked about 5 or 6 times over at when Cole Fickey was on first base. As he pops that one out of play. As mentioned before, this is the 4th consecutive year where the Mickey Mantle World Series has been in Waterbury, Connecticut, and is on contract till 2020. So after this summer, one more time the Mickey Mantle World Series will be here in Waterbury. And a big thanks to how successful this tournament has been to all the numerous amount of volunteers that put work in year-round to make this tournament possible. With overseeing over 3 sites at Municipal Stadium, Muzzy Field, and Fusenage Park. The 1-1 pitch swung on a missed strike 2. Now Parker Neal behind in the count 1-2. And the throw over is not in time. Another check over there on Davis. The 1-2 pitch, and foul back will do it again. So Raniszewski hasn't faced a ton of batters. This is only the 5th one he's faced, but that pitch count is starting to get up there. The 1-2 pitch, there goes Davis, and it's fouled back again. And of course, going through the pitch count rules, 1 pitch to 30 pitches, you don't need any calendar day of rest. When you go 31 to 45, 1 day, 40 to 62, 61 to 83, and then if you go 81 pitches or more, you have 4 days of rest. Cut on a missed strike 3. So Nate Raniszewski, fans Parker Neal there, but Midland, they get a run back, and through 2 innings of play, Dbacks up 4-1. Four, 5, 6 due up for Dbacks. The heart of this order, Adam Rajkovic, who flew out to right field the first time up, and Mason Gillen still in this game, out for his 3rd inning of work, and foul back. The 1-2 pitch. Now misses outside. Two-two pitch. And that one misses inside. So now all filled up at 3-2. 3-2 is hit up to second base for the first out of the inning.
Central, second anniversary. Well, if he's going to be graduated.
Mateo Balderas now coming up with 1 out, who singled and came all the way around to score back in that 4-run first inning. And that one misses high. And that one's in there for a strike. Owen Burke in the 6-hole waiting in on deck. And he lines that one to left field. That'll get down for a base hit. So Valdez has his second hit on the afternoon. And D-backs have a one-out base runner. Owen Burke was also part of that 4-run first inning. He walked and came all the way around to score. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. And again, painting that outside corner, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. The 0-2 pitch again, breaking ball grounded to third base. So throw on to second base to get one there. On to first is not in time as it'll roll off the Tomahawks dugout. So they do get the force out at second, and that one actually skipped into the Tomahawks dugout. So that's going to send Owen Burke down to second base, even though Mateo Valdez was out on the force at second. So Owen Burke, after reaching on an error, he'll be down at second base with Eric Gonzalez coming to the plate. And swings to the breaking ball there, strike 1. Gonzalez, who also walked back in that first inning. And he swings through that one to center field. Davis coming in. That one's going to drop down. Owen Burke's going to wave it around. Here comes the play at the plate, and it's not in time. Gonzalez takes a wide turn at second. He'll stop there, but another run is on the board for D-backs as they lead this one 5-1. So an RBI single for Eric Gonzalez. That'll bring up Zach Abbey, who had a 2-run single back in that first inning. And he swings through that one. That's going to be a base hit through the right side. Gonzalez is going to be waved around. Here comes the play at the plate. It's not in time. And Zach Abbey, 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs already. As he singles through the right side, 6-1 D-backs. And now another mound visit, and that is going to be the afternoon for Mason Gillen. As the D-backs, they get 2 more runs off him, lead this one 6-1 pitching change. We'll be right back after this. Braden Porter, the new pitcher for the Midland Tomahawks, trying to get out of this top of the third inning. As Benny Diaz, the 9-hitter, who grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up.
That's why I like teaching.
So Dbacks, after scoring 4 runs in the top of the first, have scored 2 here in the top of the third and lead Midland 6-1. As Diaz gets that one off the end of the bat right into the glove of Josh Overbeek. And that will retire the side, but not before Dbacks. They strike for 2 more. Bottom of the third coming up. Midland down 6-1. Dave Ranazinski is back out for the D-backs here in the bottom of the third inning, and now a 5-run cushion as D-backs leads 5-1. And the top of this Midland order coming to the plate, Slade Thet. As he lines that one over to second base, Gonzalez fields it. And a quick first out here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting second baseman number 1,
Patrick Fultz, who has the only hit today for Midland, had a single back in the first inning. And that one paints the inside corner for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That's outside. Talked about a Midland team making their 4th consecutive appearance here at the Mickey Mantle World Series, but a couple other teams returning, including the 2018 World Series champion and the Michigan Bulls. They're back to defend their title. And also a team that was a runner-up in last year's World Series, the Overlook Black Sox, back for a 2nd consecutive year. Also the South Troy Dodgers, who in their opening game last year threw a combined no-hitter. And Overlook, the host team for this year's Mickey Mantle World Series, will be playing tonight at 8:15 following the ceremonial parade. 2-2 pitch. Foul back will do it again. Two-two pitch. Foul back will do it again. And we're going to have a mound visit here for Dbacks as head coach Nick McGuire is going to head out. And again, you, as keep mentioning, pitch count is a huge factor in this Mickey Mantle World Series tournament. As there's the possibility if you have your starter go 81 plus that he would probably be out for the remainder of the tournament. So pitch count, teams that have been successful in this Mickey Mantle World Series have strategically gone through their pitching staff and very cautious of that. And a ground ball right back up the middle for a base hit. And the second hit of the day for Patrick Foltz as he's on with another single. So 2 hits today for Midland, both of them coming off the bat of Patrick Foltz. And McGuire's going to head out for another mound visit, and that looks like it's going to be the afternoon for Nate Raniszewski. So pitching change for Dbacks Elite is they have a 5-run lead in this one. Josh Overbeck here now is Jarrett McMasters, the new pitcher for Dbacks, as he is facing Josh Overbeek, the third hitter in this Tomahawks lineup, with 1 out and a man on first. At the first pitch as he pops it up to the left side, Burke giving chase, and he dropped the ball. So Owen Burke kind of lost track of that ball over on the third base side, and it just dropped right down. As he did not have the most ideal angle on it, but it dropped in for a base hit. So a couple pitches in, and now Midland has runners on first and second with 1 out, and Cruz Newman at the plate. And that's going to be in their first strike. So McMaster came in for Nate Randazewski, who threw
Which is better than the
2 and a third. Only giving up 1 run and 2 hits. As that one's going to be popped up. Burke giving chase is not going to get there. So again, stat line for Nate Randazewski: 2 and a third innings pitched, 1 run, and only 2 hits allowed. But again, the biggest thing there is the pitch count factor. You don't want to overdo it and lose him for more days than you already planned. I believe he was flirting around that 45 pitch margin, which would make him, if he goes over 45, would need 2 days of rest. But if he stays under 45 or throws exactly 45 pitches, he only needs 1 day of rest. So again, pitch count is a huge factor in this Mickey Mantle World Series. The 0-2 pitch, and that one's grounded right back up the middle, ranging over Ioka. The throw onto first is going to overthrow him. So another run's going to cross the plate for Midland. So they got the force at second base, but he throws it wild into the stand. So Newman's going to head down to second base, and a run's going to come in to score. So Christian Okoa, who, like I said, got the force out at second base, tried to make the throw to first, and just skipping it by Zach Abbey, and that's going to extend this inning and put another run on the board for Midland. So Gunnar Lakin's coming to the plate, who grounded out to third base back in the second inning. One-zero pitch, and a big cut on a miss there, strike 1. The 1-1 pitch, so that misses outside. The 2-1 pitch, and breaking ball misses high. The 3-1 pitch cut on a missed strike 2. Count all filled up as he got Lakins to swing in that outside fastball. And that's going to miss outside, ball 4. So the inning will continue as Gunnar Lakins draws a 2-out walk. So Cole Finke, he was one of 2 runs in this ball game after he got hit by a pitch in the second inning, came all the way around to score. And the off-speed pitch misses outside. 1-0 pitch. And that one's going to be fouled out of play. One pitch. That's going to miss low. So with Master, who came in to relief with 1 out in this inning, trying to minimize the damage here. He has 2 runners on, 2 outs. With Cole Finke, the catcher, at the plate. The 2-1. That's going to miss outside. And now Mateo Balderas is going to head out and have a word with him. Three 3-1 pitch, fouled back, will do it again. And now Newman and Lakins are going to get a head start on the bases. 3-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, with Midland trailing 6-2. Three-two pitch, ground ball to the right side, fielded by Gonzalez, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Midland gets a run back. We're through 3 innings of play here at Municipal Stadium, and the D-backs up 6-2. Top of the order due up for D-backs here in the top half of the 4th inning. Alstone Mealy. So the top of the order up here for D-backs as he swings through that one. And Braden Porter still on the mound, who came into relief in the last following half inning for Mason Gillen. The 0-2 pitch. That one misses outside. The 1-2 from Porter. And that misses outside. Two pitch and fastball high. So Mealy trying to get on base for the first time today as he flew out to center field in the first, then grounded out to second base in the second inning. 3-2 pitch, and he works out a walk, and the D-backs have the leadoff man on. Christian Okoa, who walked and scored back in the first inning. And he squares down the bunt. He gets it down. Porter fielding it off the mound. A long throw, and he overthrows him. Okoa's going to head down to second base. Mealy's going to come around. He's going to score without a throw. Okoa's going to head to third. It is not in time. So a bunt that turns into a wild pitch, or wild throw rather, turns into another run for the D-backs, and Okoa goes all the way to third base, and it's 7-2 D-backs. And Porter, who it was going to be a close play regardless, but off the mound he rushed the throw, overthrew Gunnar Lakins at first base, and Mealy came around to score from first base, and Okoa went all the way to third. So a 7-2 ball game, but not only that, the D-backs now have another runner at third base, still nobody out in the inning. And Ryan Ouellette, the designated hitter, coming to the plate. 2-0 pitch. That one's outside. 3-0. Ficky's going to take a walk out to the mound. A dangerous part of the order coming up for this D-backs team. The 4, 5, 6 hitters would be next. And now already a 5-run lead for D-backs, with knocking on the door for a couple more runs with another runner standing 90 feet away. .30 pitch. That's up high, ball 4. So Ouellette, a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting, 28,
Rakovic, who flew out to left field rather, in the first inning, and then grounded out to second base. He is the only player in this lineup who has not got on base today. But a pretty big spot here with runners at the corners, nobody out, up 7-2. Now on misses high. He takes off for second, and he's going to get there without a throw. So Ryan Ouellette swipes second base, and just like that, 2 runners in scoring position now. A 1-2 pitch. That's slow ball 2. A 2-2 pitch. That's going to be grounded to the left side, deep in the hole. They're not going to have a play at home. The long throw is in time. So a nice play by Slade Ouellette to get the runner at first, but another run's going to come in to score. So it's now 8-2 Dbacks. And on that play, Ouellette did stay at second base, and Mateo Balderas coming to the plate, runner at second, 1 out. The 0-1, and that runs inside. Balderas singled back in the first inning and singled also in the third inning, so he's 2 for 2 today. The 1-1 pitch, that's high and tight, ball 2. The 2-1 pitch, and that one misses high. At 3-1, and that hit him. Looks like it ran in on the forearm, and Balderas will walk down to first base. And Owen Burke coming to the plate. So Owen Burke, who has scored twice in this game. The 1-0 pitch, as that one misses low. So Mason Gillen's start of this game was replaced by Braden Porter in the top of the third inning. Stalin catches the corner. The 2-1 misses outside, now 3-1. So 1 ball away from loading the bases yet again. And that one's in there for a strike. Eric Gonzalez, who's been on base twice, waits in on deck. Foul back would do it again. The 3-2 pitch, runner goes back up the middle, and it's bobbled over out at shortstop, and they're not going to have a play. So Slade Duthet probably wasn't going to get a force at second because the steal was on, but was unable to field it cleanly. And because of that, the bases will be loaded with still only 1 out. So Eric Gonzalez with the bases loaded, 1 down. And a chance at a big spot here for this D-backs offense. Braden Porter now from the windup. And steps off. Ouellette on third, Mateo Balderas on second, and Owen Burke on first. That's in the dirt. Skips away from Finke, but Ouellette will stay over there at third base. And Fenke, as mentioned before, is doing a phenomenal job defensively behind the plate today. A lot of balls he's had to dig out of the dirt, and especially in a situation like this where a run would definitely score. Here comes Ouellette to the plate. They're going to get down the bunt. It's good. They're going to go over to first. Gonzalez is not going to beat it out, but the suicide squeeze executed to perfection, and the D-backs bring home another one. So Ryan Ouellette comes around to score. All Gonzalez had to do is get a little bit of the bat on it, which he did. And it's a 9-2 ball game. And Zach Abbey, he's had quite the day. 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch is over the plate for a strike. The 1-1 pitch, and cut on a missed strike two. Nine to 2 is our score. D-backs currently leading the home team, Midland Tomahawks. That one misses inside. Two-two pitch. And grounded to the right side. That'll get fouled. So for this D-backs team, 4 runs in the top of the first inning, 2 in the third, and now 3 here in the top half of the fourth. The chance to add on a couple more. 2-2. And that one's fouled back. The 9-hitter Benny Diaz on deck. This is the 8th hitter of the inning for this D-backs team. 2-2 pitch. That's going to miss low. If Abbey gets on base, this will be the second time this game where the D-backs have plated 9 hitters to the plate. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he pops this one up to second base. Foltz is under it. And that will end the inning. But another big inning for the D-backs. They bring home 3 and have really put a dent into this one. Bottom half of the fourth coming up. Midland trails 9-2. 789 due up for Midland. It's the designated hitter Spencer Rodriguez to lead things off, with Midland trailing by 7 runs here. That's over the plate for a strike, and the mercy rule for the Mickey Mantle World Series is 8 runs after 4.5 innings. But in this case, since Midland is the home team, they would have to play a full 5. But the D-backs potentially are 1 run away from putting the mercy rule intact, as they lead 9-2 right now. A 7-run lead here on the bottom of the 4th inning. The 0-2 from McMaster. And that misses the outside corner, ball 1. The 1-2 pitch, as that one misses low. The 2-2 pitch. That one misses low. So McMaster now with a 3-2 count. Cut on a missed strike 3. What with the high fastball, and got Spencer Rodriguez swinging for the first out of the inning.
Now batting center fielder number 3, Adrian Davis.
As Adrian Davis, who worked out a 10-plus pitch walk back in the 2nd inning. And that breaking ball misses high. And a high fastball again. So McMaster again went with the high fastball and got Davis swinging. Parker Neal, the 9-hitter, waiting in on deck. The 1-1 pitch to Davis, and he saw that one off to second base. Gonzalez coming in on the run, and he makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting left fielder Parker Neal.
And we mentioned the possibility of a mercy rule in this game. Actually, the last 2 Mickey Mantle World Series championship games ended in a mercy rule. We go back to 2017, where the Colton Nighthawks mercied the Toronto Mets 12-3 in the championship game. And then just last year, the Michigan Bulls mercied the host team Overlook Black Sox in the Mickey Mantle World Series championship game. So that rule has come into tact in some pretty crucial moments here in the World Series over the last couple of years. The 1-0 pitch, that one's sawed foul. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to miss low. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, where the D-backs have a 9-2 lead over the Tomahawks of Midland. And he skies this one in the air as Valderez is going to run out of room. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here to the 9-hitter, Parker Neal. The 2-2 pitch. And he skies that one foul again. As mentioned before, the Mickey Mantle World Series has been in Waterbury since 2016 every year consistently, but also back in the early 80s, the Mickey Mantle World Series is in Waterbury with MLB players like Ken Griffey Jr., Alex Rodriguez, Nomar Garcia-Pera, all coming through Waterbury to play in this Mickey Mantle World Series. The 2-2 pitch as that one misses high. And that'll fill the count up. The 3-2 pitch. And got him looking strike 3. So McMaster goes 3 up, 3 down. And gets out of this bottom half of the 4th inning. We're through 4 here at Municipal Stadium. Dbacks lead this one 9-2. Tyler Lane, the new pitcher in for Midland, the 3rd pitcher of the afternoon and the 3rd left-hander we have seen for this Tomahawks team. As he fires in 2 quick strikes to the 9-hitter, Benny Diaz, who grounded into a fielder's choice in the 1st and flew out to the 3rd baseman. The 0-2 pitch, that one skips in the dirt. The 1-2 pitch, and got him on the off-speed pitch, strike 3. And they're going to run down. Diaz ran that ball out because he thought it was in the dirt, but it was not. So Tyler Lane gets Benny Diaz swinging for the first out of the inning. So Alstone Mealy back to the top of the order, his fourth time, he's been up in this game. So Mealy, who is 0 for 2 on the day, he flew out in the first, grounded out in the third, and then walked and came around to score in the fourth. And if the D-backs are able to plate one more run across here, the mercy rule would be intact, and if they could get one more run and then hold Midland scoreless in the bottom of the fifth, they would win this ball game. So a very crucial run that the D-backs are trying to get across. Mealy hits one to the shortstop. The long throw is in time. And another good play over there at shortstop by Slade Duthet. And a quick 2 outs for the Tomahawks. Christian Okoa, who had a bunt back in the fourth inning where Braden Porter overthrew the first baseman, so Okoa on a bunt reached to third base. The overthrow went well into the bullpen, came all the way around to third, and then eventually came around to score as part of a 3-run top of the fourth inning. And the 1-1 pitch is chopped. That's a fair ball fielded by Lakins over at first base in a 1-2-3 inning as the D-backs go down in order. Bottom of the fifth we go. Tomahawks still trailing in this one, 9-2. The top of the order from this Midland Tomahawks team coming up, Slade Duthet, who's had a very solid defensive day out there at shortstop, trying to get things going for Midland here on the bottom of the fifth inning. And a big cut on and miss there for strike 1. And he chops that one over to second base. Eric Gonzalez is there for the first out of the inning. there's only been 2 hits for Midland today, and it's both come off the bat of this kid right here, Patrick Fultz, who had a single in the first and then a single in the third, which he came all the way around to score in. The 1-0 pitch, and that one misses inside. Two 2-0 pitch, and lines that one right back up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. So Patrick Fultz, he has 3 singles on the afternoon, has all 3 of Midland's hits.
Now batting third baseman number 4, Josh Overbeek.
You there?
Josh Overbeek, who is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. One 0 pitch. As that one misses inside. The 2-0 pitch is that one slapped down for a base hit. As Fultz is going to go first to third, he'll get in there safely. And Overbeek, he's going to try and go to second. The play there is not in time. The throw gets away. Fultz is going to come in to score. And some heads-up base running there by the Tomahawks as they add another run to their on the board. 9-3. So a base hit by Overbeek, who took second on the throw to third, and when they tried to get him at second base, they fumbled the ball at second, so that allowed Patrick Fultz to come in to score. And it's now a 9-3 game. As head coach Nick McGuire is going to head out. There's still only 1 out in the inning. And Midland just trying to chip away. Trying to narrow the deficit as much as they could. 9-3 right now, bottom of the 5th inning here at Municipal Stadium in Waterbury, Connecticut, one of 3 sites of the Mickey Mantle World Series. Looks like they are going to have to change pitchers. So a new pitcher coming in for Dbacks Elite when we return. So Eric Gonzalez, who started this game at second base, has come into pitch, and he is swapped with McMaster. So McMaster heads to second. Eric Gonzalez comes in with one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Cruz Newman coming to the plate, and he fouls that one off.
I think they had the whole thing at least. I don't know. Well, the press box is no bigger than that dugout.
Yeah, no, I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, that's, I think they have that up on top, I think.
The 0-1 from Gonzalez, and gets some chasing on the high fastball. So 9-3 is our score. Midland able to cut into the deficit as he dribbles that one to the right side. As Abby over to Gonzalez, and he makes the play. And a good job by Eric Gonzalez to get over there. PFP working to perfection there. So that'll be the second out of the inning. And Gunnar Latkins is coming up to the plate. He grounded out to third in the second inning and then walked back in the third. And now Balderas will take a quick walk out to the mound. As that one tied for a ball. And that one's going to miss outside. Just kind of give you some quick updates on the tournament this far. Earlier today here at Municipal Stadium, Dbacks Elite took down the South Colony Raiders 6-2. The Michigan Bulls, the defending Mickey Mantle World Series champions, got started off on the right foot as they took down South Troy 3-2. And the earlier game at Fusions Park, Wolcott Storm beat CC Armor Baseball 15U out of Colorado 6-1. And of course, going on live right now, this game, Dbacks currently up 9-3. And he gets him chasing on the high fastball, strike three. But the Tomahawks, they get one run across here. We're through 5 innings to play. Dbacks lead 9-3. McMaster having his first at bat here as he came in to relieve earlier in the game, and then with Eric Gonzalez coming into pitch, he is at second base.
Oh, that's president of a funnel. Jack's usually in
That one's going to miss outside as Jarrett McMaster took the designated hitter Ryan Ouellette's spot in the lineup. So it'll be 3-4-5 coming up for D-Bat Elite as that one skips low. Tyler Lane still on the mound for Midland as he was able to hold this D-Bat team scoreless. Actually retired them in order. That's the first time that's happened today. The 2-0 pitch. That one misses inside 3-0. That's over the heart of the plate for a strike. The 3-1 pitch, and it misses inside. So Jarrett McMaster draws a leadoff walk. And if D-Bat Elite is able to play 2 runs across here, then the mercy rule would be on. Of course, it's an 8-run differential, and right now the D-Bat Elite currently leads 9-3. Of course, with the pitch count being such a huge factor in this tournament, teams definitely want to try to get out of these games as quickly as they could. As he pops that one up to center field, and Adrian Davis is under it for the first out of the inning. Mateo Balderas, who's had a very good game today, has been on all 3 times, 2 singles, and he was hit by a pitch in the 4th. That's in there for a strike. With Owen Burke, the third baseman, waiting in on deck. The 0-1. And this is outside. Of course, a jam-packed day at Municipal Stadium tomorrow. 5 games that will be played here. That will be streamed, each and every one streamed live right here on Boxcast throughout the day. The 1-1 pitch, and he got a great jump over at first base. In there without a throw. As Jarrett McMaster, an unbelievable jump over there at first base. So that's going to put a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. The 2-1 pitch. And he saws that one the other way. That's going to get through for a base hit. McMaster is going to be held up at third. But Balderas, that's his 3rd hit of the afternoon. And that's going to move McMaster down to third. So runners at the corners, 1 out with Owen Burke at the plate. And he's going to head down to second, but he's going to stop there. And a run's going to come in to score, but they got him in a rundown at first base. The tag is there, but not before another run's going to come in to score. So they do get the out at first, as Mateo Balderas was able to get in a rundown. But McMaster comes in to score, and it's a 10-3 game with now 2 outs in the inning. 1-0 pitch. That's going to miss inside. And it runs inside again. With the pitcher, Eric Gonzalez, waiting in on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike. And he walked him. So a 2-out walk that keeps this inning alive. And also another update for you, a final not mentioned before. The Wolcott Storm beating CC Armor Baseball out of Colorado 6-1. And right now, up at Fustage Park, Texas Desperados lead the Oklahoma Drillers 2-0. And that ball misses inside. Again, that run over there at first base and Owen Burke is huge. If D-backs are able to get that in, then the mercy rule pressure would be on for Midland in the bottom half of this inning. As he grounds that one to third, that's going to go foul.
I like flies, but I don't know.
And a check over there on Burke at first. That's outside. One ball, 2 strike, 2 outs. Here with the pitcher Eric Gonzalez at the plate. And also a very big out is Zach Abbey, who's waiting in on deck, who's had a monster game, 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. And he's going to take off, but he swings through that one, strike 3. So we will be playing the full 7 as Midland able to get out of that one. But another run on the board is heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Dbacks up 10-3. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up, and Midland has some catching up to do as they trail this one 10-3. Cole Fickey, the man behind the plate, the 6-7-8 due up for the Tomahawks. So 10-3, Dbacks got another run on the top of the 6th. And the Tomahawks have 2 more cracks at it as he swings through the high fastball. The 0-1 pitch, and that misses outside. There's also an update on that Texas Desperado Oklahoma Driller game. The Desperados scored 7 runs in the top of the 2nd inning, so they currently lead Oklahoma 7-0. All of 7 of those runs came in the top half of the 2nd. So 7-0 in the top of the 2nd inning. As Fickey pops this one up into center field. As catch is made by Mealy for the first out of the inning. So Spencer Rodriguez, the designated hitter who struck out swinging his last time up. The 1-0, and that's in there for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. And the breaking ball grounded out to second base. Christian Okoa under it for the second out of the inning. So Adrian Davis due up now with 2 outs. And that one's low and inside. Davis, who grounded out to second base his last time up. The 2-0, and he might have shattered his back there right out to Gonzalez. Oh, to first in a 1-2-3 inning for this Dbacks team as they retire the Tomahawks in order. We're going to the final frame here at Municipal Stadium. The Dbacks leading 10-3.
3-2. My name's.
So Zach Abbey to lead things off here in the top of the 7th inning. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1. Zach Abbey, big night for him. 2 for 3 with 3 runs driven in. 3 of the 10 runs today has been off the bat of this man right here. 2-0 pitch. Now misses outside. Three-0 pitch and a leadoff walk. Abbey is on base for the 3rd time today. And up we get Benny Diaz here in the 9-hole.
Oh, jeez.
Hi, sweetheart. Nice to see you.
Good.
Thank you for bringing the entire farm.
Diaz is going to squirt a bunt, and that one got out of play. Top of the order due on deck, and at this point, for this scenario, the mercy rule is off regardless. If they score 8 here, Midland will have to bat, and if they don't come back, that will be the game, as we are into the top of the 7th inning now. Diaz again squares the bunt. They couldn't get it down, but they got Abbey in a rundown. As the lob down, nobody's at first. Here comes the play, and he got him. So good job there, able to get over was Lane to apply the tag to Abbey. And now Nick McGuire's going to come out. And the umpires are going to have a conversation. And he will be out. And Nick McGuire just kind of wants an explanation out there right now. And it will remain out. So Abbey gets picked off, and it's a 1-1 count to Benny Diaz. And cut on a missed strike 3, so got him with the off-speed breaking ball. And a quick 2 outs for this Midland Tomahawks team.
42
Alstone Mealy having his 5th at bat of the game, back to the top of the order. And the off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1 pitch misses low. One pitch, and Neely swings for that one, strike 2. A 1-2 pitch, and that one back up the middle. A nice diving play out there at shortstop. Slade Duet with a nice play, and that will retire the side. One last shot for Midland coming up here on the bottom of the 7th, trailing by 7. We're going back.
Who you need?
Bottom of the 7th inning here is Midland. 3 outs away from falling here as Eric Gonzalez is back out on the mound.
And how are your lovely mom, Mr. Van?
That one's going to bounce in the dirt. So the D-backs, if they could hold on here, they would go to 1-0 in pool play, and of course would join D-bat as the two teams to go 1-0 in pool A, and then of course Midland would drop to 0-1 in pool play. Midland would go to 0-1 in pool play and would join the Raiders out of South Colony, New York, as 0-1. Of course, the format, 12 teams in this Mickey Mantle World Series, 3 pools of 4 teams. You play everybody in your pool once, and after pool play is concluded, the top 2 teams from each pool will move on, leaving 6 teams left, and we will play double elimination style bracket until we are crowning a 2019 Mickey Mantle World Series champion. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that one skied deep to left field, but Raf Schiff is under it for the first out of the inning. And Gonzalez, a mound visit is going to be taken, and I think this is going to be it for Gonzalez because of that pitch limit rule. I believe he is at around the 20 pitch mark, and it will be. So with the lead this big, be very cautious with your pitching. And a new pitcher coming in for the D-backs. 2 outs to seal the victory here in Game 1. So Jake Castle, the new pitcher in for D-backs, is they need 2 more outs to get to seal a Game 1 victory. And just to kind of look ahead of Group or Pool 1's schedule for tomorrow at 9 a.m. up at Fusenage Park. The D-Bat Elite will be taking on this Midland Tomahawks team, and then at noon, Dbacks Elite will be taking on the South Colony Raiders. As that one's lined to left field, that's going to get down for a base hit. So Slade Duthet lines a single to left field. So just to walk through again for this pool tomorrow at 9 a.m., D-Bat, the team that won earlier today from Texas, will take on Midland Tomahawks at 9 a.m. And immediately following that, Dbacks Elite will take on South Colony Raiders in the second round of the pool play.
Now it's started. So they can all go sleep. Did you see them? Like I had put something, I responded to one person just for, technically that was, and then one lady was nice. And those other ones, and actually I think I can go complete. I mean, not from the thing, but just their conscience.
Patrick Foltz, who's had quite a day for himself. He is 3 for 3. He's been on base every single time up. Of the 5 Midland hits, he has 3 of them. And he's come around to score 2 of the 3 times it's been up. And a big hack on that one. Also a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of this game, do not exit the stream. We will have post-game interviews with players and the winning coach immediately following the game. So do not close out of this link, as we will have post-game interviews coming to you right after the conclusion of the game. Stay with us throughout that. So now Foltz in a 2-2 hole. The 2-2 pitch cut on and missed strike 3. So the first time that Foltz has been retired today, and now the Tomahawks are down to their final out. It's Josh Overbeek, the 3-hitter.
Number 4, Josh Overbeek.
And he fouls that one off.
That's just a building. Mall. Really?
The 0-1, because that one's in their first strike. Midland now down to their final strike here in Game 1 of pool play. The 0-2 pitch. Pop this one up to center field. Mealy's under it. And the Dbacks Elite, they steal Game 1 here in pool play. As their offense came out to play today, they played 10 runs home and take down an experienced organization. 10-3, they take down the Midland Tomahawks. And wrap up Game 1 here, 10-3. Again, please do not close out of this link. We will have post-game interviews coming up in just a little bit. Welcome back in. And I'm joined by the winning pitcher from today, Nate Ranishevsky. And Nate, you got out to a good start. Your offense did. Take me through kind of what you were feeling on the mound this afternoon.
Man, I don't know. Just I was trying to get through it quick because of the pitch count, but they were just keeping fouling balls off. I was just trying to pitch to contact.
For you as a pitcher, you know you had a huge cushion to start. I mean, in the top of the first inning, your offense put up 4 runs. How did that help you on the mound, knowing you got that kind of comfort from your offense?
Oh, it helped me a lot, so I could work on my curveball a little bit, and then give me some time.
Right. Starting off 1-0, especially in this pool play, is huge. You know, you get off on the right foot for sure. You know, offensively, you guys had a big outburst, 10 runs. Pitching staff only gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. What's the attitude going the rest of the way for you guys?
Oh, I don't know. We just gotta keep on hitting the ball and executing plays.
Well, Nate Ranishevsky, the winning pitcher from today's game in a 10-3 victory. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
I'm now joined by Zach Abbey, and Zach had a big day today. 2 for 4, 3 RBIs for you. Take me through your approach to the play today.
At the play, I was just trying to do my job, move the runners, and I was pretty successful with that today.
So you guys had a big outburst today. I mean, 10 runs in the 7-inning game. But take me through that first inning. I mean, you guys came out with a jump. What was the attitude like when the game started?
The attitude, we were ready to play. We wanted to play. We knew these guys were going to be tough, but came to play. Executed our jobs.
And after that first inning happened, you guys really kept the ball rolling. You know, after the first inning, you scored 4, but were you guys, you know, not satisfied? What kept the momentum going?
We were executing our jobs. We still had work to do, and we did pretty good at it.
So 10 runs so far, at least for the games you've seen at the stadium, the highest scoring outburst of the Making Man World Series thus far. You guys started off on the right foot for sure, getting the first one in pool play. What's the attitude like the rest of the way?
We're excited. We're ready to play.
Well, Zach Abbey here with us, who was 2 for 4 with 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Zach, thanks for the time. I'm now joined by head coach of the Dbacks Elite, Nick McGuire. And Coach, I mean, right from the start, you guys got out going 4-0, or 4 runs in the top of the first inning, totaling 10 runs. What was the attitude like when you guys came in here to get off with such a hot start?
You know, it was important to us to come in here and get this first game. Obviously, in pool play, it means a lot. You know, our bats over the past couple weeks have been pretty successful, doing things the right way. I think we did that today with the bats. Defensively, you know, we struggled a little bit today. I'm not happy with what we did defensively. You know, you can look at the scoreboard, and even though we put up 10 runs, it still shows that there's 5 errors on the scoreboard, and that's kind of a disappointment coming out of this, but it's something that we're going to work on.
You know, with the pitch count being such a big factor in this, the first game's kind of tough to manage in a couple ways because, you know, you don't know how far to leave your starters in and et cetera. But with a big lead like this today, you know, Nate started off great, and then you went and got to use a lot of different pitchers, but more importantly, reduce the pitch count. How important is it to you in the long run for your pitching staff to have an offensive outbreak like this?
Oh, it's very important. You know, coming into today, we were set on how far we were going to let Nate go. You know, I knew him, the pitch-wise, how far he was going to go, and we had Jarrett, our guy, to come in after him. They were already set up for that. You know, having the pitch count is very important to do things the right way, so that at the end of the tournament we have guys that are available.
Yeah, absolutely. And pool play, obviously, it's very important to get that first victory here today. After the first inning, you guys, you know, obviously came out firing, but it seemed like you weren't satisfied. And you know, what was the mindset after the 4 runs? So, you know, how did you guys continue that momentum?
Well, you know, we have a motto, live to play another out, and that means we're trying not to throw the baseball around. You know, and again, that's why I wasn't very successful. I wasn't very satisfied today, being that we threw the baseball around too many times, having 5 errors. But you know, the guys, the thing that they did today is they continue to play baseball and score runs and made up for those errors.
Well, as you mentioned, 1-0 in pool play now, definitely getting off on the right foot. What's the attitude with you guys for the rest of the pool play?
But we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Come back tomorrow. We got 2 games tomorrow. See what happens. But we got to go 1 game at a time.
Well, head coach for Dbacks elite Nick McGuire found a 10-3 victory here in opening pool play. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
And that will conclude game number 1. Game number 2 of pool play here today is in dominating fashion. Dbacks elite take down the Midland Tomahawks 10-3 to wrap up the pool 1 stage here today. Our next game at Municipal Stadium not until 8:15. Got a couple hours off, and we'll be right back here at around 8:15 for our final game of the night.